Hey y'all, welcome back to the Barefoot Farmer. I'm just hanging out here in my garden, literally. It is August here in South Florida, and while we have pretty much a year-round growing season, it's time to start thinking about starting seeds for your fall garden for those cooler crops. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. It is full moon, so it's the perfect time to start seeds, and I thought I would take you along with me. Alright, so I have gone through my seed collection, and I did go to a nursery for some more seeds that I didn't have, and this is what I'm going to start off planting. I've got some bunching green onions, California Wonder sweet pepper, the dwarf blue curled kale, the rainbow Swiss chard. I got Sun King hybrid broccoli, baby choy cabbage, and then I also got a big heading cabbage and collard greens. I saw a lemon cucumber that I miss growing those. I haven't grown them since I lived out in California, and I'm gonna go ahead and plug in a plant or two, see how it does. I don't have super high hopes, but figured it was worth a shot. I also am gonna try 2 smaller tomatoes. I've got Sugar Bomb seeds and Sun Gold tomato seeds, both of which I saved off my plants from this past year. And then a few seeds that I'm going to just direct sow in the bed once I get it all cleaned up. I love sunflowers. They might be one of my favorite flowers. And so I got mammoth sunflowers that I'm going to just plug in. Hopefully they get really tall and beautiful, and I know that the kids will love them. This is a different variety of zinnia that I've never tried before. It's a giant cactus zinnia. I'm excited to try that. Some sugar daddy snow peas, some chamomile. I haven't had high success with chamomile, so I want to try it again because it's highly beneficial, and I love chamomile tea. I want to make my own. Nanette carrots and nasturtiums. I think this is the Alaska something variety, but they have the variegated leaves and they're really pretty. So that is what I'm gonna go ahead and start, and hopefully I have enough time to get some seeds started in a tray that I have before my little man wakes up from his nap. So I ran out of labels, so I'm using toothpicks and abbreviating. I didn't write down the variety, but I'll know what I planted. Someone woke up. So I just found something in my garden that you don't really want. Do you see all that moving? Those are red fire ants, and they will tear you up if they get on you. I'm gonna have to do something about that before I plant in this bed. Alright, I still need to dig out some of the roots of the weeds, but I decided to keep my milkweed that's in flower. It's great for the pollinators. Since I'm ripping out a lot of the other flowers, I want to leave them with something. I had just planted this parsley a week or so ago, so I'm going to leave him and hopefully he'll bush out. More milkweed in flower, and I did leave this Cosmo one for this beautiful butterfly because she seems to be enjoying it, but two, it is growing in between my cement blocks, so it actually doesn't take up any of the garden space that I want. I'll just grow something that stays small. There's a little more milkweed over here. I decided to keep it for the moment, and they end up taking that guy out. And look at the little baby lizard. You see him? I also left the rosemary. It is doing some weird yellowing. Almost as if it's dying off, but like I said, we got a heavy flood a few weeks ago, so that might have done that. I'm hoping that it bounces back. So this is where I'm at right now. Still have more to do before I am ready to plant seeds. So I did a lot of research and asked some people, and everyone kind of had the same consensus to pour boiling hot water over the fire ants, and that should hopefully get them to leave the bed, hopefully kill them. They're not beneficial at all, but I'm gonna try and see what happens. All right, it's the next day. I came out to my garden bed to dig around and see if I still see any fire ants and just kind of assess the situation. And it's pretty interesting. I want to show you. So this right here is where they all were yesterday. Before pouring the boiling water, it was just completely infested and they started kind of going over these blocks. I've been digging around in different areas and I actually don't see any fire ants. I call that a huge success. Now, I dug around outside of the garden bed because this is where they were moving to. I got tore up yesterday, and there is a little bit of movement, a little bit of activity. So I'm gonna start another couple pots of boiling water and just soak just outside the garden bed and maybe the wall area and push them off even further. But I feel pretty confident and comfortable filling the garden bed with soil and possibly starting some seeds. Speaking of seeds, just 2 days after starting these seeds, all of my Chinese cabbage seeds have popped up. I've got a broccoli. We've got some collard greens. And we've got kale, couple cucumber. This is just in 2 days. Very exciting. I'm all done. Filled in the bed with soil. Ready for planting. Look at all those aphids. Alright, so it is getting dark out here, but before I go inside for the night, I just wanted to plug in a few seeds. All right, well, thanks for joining me over the last couple days. I'm pretty much wrapped up with my planting and seed sowing for my fall garden. A couple more things I need to do, but for the most part, it's all done. And now I just let the power of the moon do its work. Thanks for joining me, and until next time.